When I started my career as a copywriter, I read a lot of books about the craft. Most of them are shit. It's just books written to sell the author's higher priced courses. But there are 3 books which are actually good. First up, we have Influence by Robert Cialdini. The big idea behind this book is that the human brain has the 7 switches of persuasion inside our head. Each of these 7 switches can be turned on if you want to influence someone's behavior, which by the way is exactly what a copywriter's job is, to influence the behavior of someone who's reading your ad. If you want to know what those 7 switches are, go read the book. Next, we have the Adweek Copywriting Handbook by Joseph Sugarman. Joseph Sugarman is an absolute copywriting legend. Why? Because one ad he wrote sold over 20 million pairs of sunglasses. Just imagine, you wrote one ad on a grumpy Sunday morning, having a cup of coffee, and then you wake up 10 years later realizing that this ad has sold over 20 million pieces of sunglasses. So one copywriting principle that all of us copywriters must learn from Sugarman is how he uses unique mechanisms to sell his product. He pioneered the marketing mechanism of sunglasses that acts as UV blocker. What I mean by that is, when the entire sunglass industry was talking about how cool and how stylish their sunglasses are, he went on and said, hey look, my sunglass has this thing called the unique mechanism called UV blockers, which will protect your eyes from the sun. So that blew the market up like crazy because they've never heard of something like that before at that time. So study Sugarman for how he uses unique mechanisms. Lastly, we have Ogilvy on advertising. Brilliant book. Back in the 1950s, when all the ad men from Madison Avenue were busy writing very clever and funny ads, Ogilvy disciplined an entire industry by making a statement. Your role is to sell. Don't let anything distract you from the sole purpose of advertising. How powerful is that? The principles in his book apply till date. So here's the thing, you don't need to read hundreds of books on copywriting to become an expert. Start with these 3 books and you'll be on the right track.